Hey Scotties, I'm Braylee Davidson, and today we are at South Green Elementary interviewing South Green's new principal, Josh Turner.
I am Scottie Channel headlines anchor Will Perosi, and I'm here interviewing new South Green Elementary principal, Josh Turner. So, Principal Turner, what motivated you to apply for this position?
Yes, got into teaching because I wanted to have an impact on kids and help their livelihoods and obviously being in an elementary level you have a good opportunity to shape the kid from the start, and so that's what got me into education. But being a teacher for 17 years, I tried to be a leader in various ways and gradually saw that I could help the school from a bigger perspective, from a leadership perspective, and that's what kind of drew me into the position. And serving last year as assistant principal, I got a taste of what it would be like to be a principal, and so from that point I applied, and I'm glad I have done so. Thanks.
Okay, and what does an average day look like for you
Right.
here at South Green?
Yeah, so the average day looks very different to different schools, but and so I try to balance everything I do, and so it's being in the classrooms, observing, but also supporting the teachers in whatever way they need. And sometimes that is making sure they have the resources they need to be successful. Sometimes it's, if they're out for the day with a substitute, making sure they have a high quality sub in the room as well. And just try to support teachers. And then on the flip side, trying to, get to know the kids. And so if I see them in the hallway, trying to encourage them and speak to the kids. But a lot of it's trying to balance things. And so, I'll even do something like cafeteria duty to help out in there because, there's needs all across the building. And so the day is kind of like that in general, but every day is, very unique. Every day presents its own kind of unique challenges. And that's what's exciting about the job, is because every day is so different.
You kind of answered the next question a little bit with the last one, but what's your favorite part of the job so far?
Yes. So to me, my most favorite part is that I get to see the impact I'm having, because when you're, circulating throughout the building, you get to see, how your policies and ideas impact the classroom, and I get to interact with the teachers. And so, in the past as a teacher, I would work with my team. But being in this role, I get to work with all the teachers and staff, and so that's one of the benefits of the job, and so I enjoy that. But really being able to see the impact I'm having, I would say also another thing I really enjoy about the job is I get to interact with all the kids in the building, on a daily basis, and so that's really a big upside.
All right, and how do you think your experience in the school system has prepared you for this position, whether that's like what classes you taught before you became the principal or other things?
Sure. Yeah, great question. And so, taught 17 years here. South Green was the first place that I got a job, and I grew up a mile from here. So, I know the area, know the people very well. And teaching in this building for 17 years, you start to learn, how things are done at South Green. And one thing that being in that position has benefited me is I got to see over the years what some things that have worked, that different principals have done, and what's some things that maybe need some improvement. And so I've tried to glean from all the different experiences I've had as a teacher, but also learning from the administrators that have been in this building. But one benefit that I have of being in this position is I can kind of hit the ground running, because I know, even as a teacher, I was, trying to look at how we can improve things. And then stepping into as assistant principal, doing the same. So really it's just a continuation of the things that I've been doing recently.
Okay, and final question. What is your vision for South Green Elementary?
Yes. And so the vision I have is obviously the two main things. And that is that kids are learning at a high level, and that their well-being is something that I want to make sure that is addressed. Because it's one thing for a kid to learn, but it's how does the student feel at school? Or do they come to school optimistic? Do they come to school feeling safe? Do they come to school knowing they're going to be supported by their administration and teachers? And that really goes hand in hand with learning. If kids don't have those things, it's hard to learn. And so really that's my vision, and that's really the core purpose of why we have school. And so it's a really simple answer, but that's my vision. when we move to the new building, there's a lot of opportunity there to kind of recast some things and look at a vision in that way. But a lot of upside to new features in the building. But right now, while we're here in the building we have, we're going to make the best of it and try to make sure the kids are successful and have a great experience here at South Green.
Thank you, Principal Turner, new principal at South Green Elementary. This is Will Perosi, Headlines Anchor, signing off.